Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. This is my match preview for the Everton versus Manchester City game. It is obviously our game in hand. We're finally going to play that. But obviously things have changed since my last match preview. So I'm making another one for this game. So let's look at Everton. It's been an inconsistent season for Carlo Ancelotti and Everton. Although they did start off strong in the Premier League, but later injuries to Allen and James Rodriguez and others have affected them. Everton obviously currently 7th, but they do have 2 games in hand. One of them will be against us. In the last 5 games, they have only won 1 game, which was against Leeds United. They drew with Leicester and Man United and lost against Newcastle and Fulham. So they have been quite inconsistent. Obviously, James Rodriguez, the new signing, has been injured. Allen, the new signing, has been injured. So they obviously have lost some key players in key areas. Now, another player who won't be making it for this game, according to Carlo Ancelotti, is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin is probably their best attacker. He has a lot of goals this season, and having Calvert-Lewin out, they have a lot of goals out of that team. But obviously the likes of Richarlison, even Bernard could also get into the score sheet as well as they score a lot from set pieces as well, Everton. But you know, it is going to be a big game and we'll have to see what happens, I guess. But let's look at Pep's press conference. Pep says, "You never get perfection. What we've done, winning 16 in a row, is a consequence of preparing as best as possible for the next game. 2 months ago, we weren't in any thoughts of any person in world football about winning the Premier League." I sort of agree with what he's saying here, because 2 months ago, City fans didn't think we were going to win the league because of how inconsistent we were at the start of the season. But obviously things have changed. Ruben Dias, John Stones started playing together and we started grinding out results and we started being this consistent team. 16 in a row is massive. You know, no matter what team you have or who you have, winning 16 games on the bounce is massive. Now let's look at injuries. For this game, Nathan Ake will be out. I've not really heard much about Fernandinho, but I think he could possibly be out as well. But Kevin De Bruyne has been seen training alongside Sergio Aguero, so I think both of them will make it for the bench. But for Everton, they've obviously got James Rodriguez, who's out with an injury, a key player for Everton's and Carlo Ancelotti's system. They've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who is also out with an injury, and Fabian Delph. So they do have a few key players out for this game. So let's look at my predicted lineup. Now, obviously, in net, Ederson will be at the back. I think Kyle Walker will return for this game ahead of Joao Cancelo. I think Cancelo needs some rest for the Arsenal game and the Borussia Mönchengladbach game. So I'll rest Cancelo for this game and have Walker in that position. Now, the other 3, I think it'll be John Stones, Ruben Dias and Zinchenko. I mean, Mendy can play. I don't really see Mendy playing, if I'm being honest. I think Pep would even play Laporte ahead of Mendy at this point. But I think Stones and Diaz will reunite at the centre of our defence. Now, in midfield, I think it'll be Rodri and Bernardo. Gundogan is fit, but he isn't 100%. So I don't see Pep playing Gundogan for this game. So I think it'll be Foden dropping into midfield alongside Bernardo. Now, the front 3, I think Gabriel Jesus will play this game. He scored 2 against Everton the last time we met. And Riyad Mahrez also has a decent record against Everton as well. And I think Sterling will be on the left-hand side for this game. It's a good lineup from us. Obviously, a few changes, a few rotation, as you expect, especially with the game on Sunday and such. So it is still a pretty strong lineup from us. Now, let's predict Everton's lineup for this game. In net for them, Jordan Pickford will return to goal after recovering from his minor injury. I think the back line will be Lucas Digne, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey and Mason Holgate. Obviously, Seamus Coleman was playing for this team, but for some reason, Mason Holgate is favoured over Shane Coleman. But if I'm being honest, I've seen Holgate at right back. He doesn't look the most comfortable in that position. So I think that will be where Sterling will be able to exploit. And Lucas Digne, we know how good Lucas Digne is. His ball deliveries are fantastic. His set pieces are also really good as well, so we will have to watch out for that. But Keane and Ben Godfrey has had a really good season, played everywhere for them, so I think he will be starting at centre back. Now the midfield, I think they'll pack out their midfield for this game. I think Allen will be playing in this game alongside Tom Davies, Abdullah Decore, and Gylfi Sigurdsson. So I think they'll have a midfield four playing in some sort of diamond, I guess. And I think the front two will be Bernard and Richarlison. Obviously, Alex Iwobi might be in that lineup as well. But guys, it's hard to predict this team because Carlo he's rotated so many times. I've actually lost who plays where for this team. But I think this will be the closest we could get predicting Everton at the moment. So let's look at my prediction. We know how good of a manager Carlo Ancelotti is, but I think Everton losing the likes of Calvert-Lewin, James Rodriguez is going to be very big for them. And looking at their performance versus Fulham, I honestly think City will win this game. I think we'll win it 2-0, but obviously it will be a good game of football. Everton, they do have the likes of Allen returning, who is going to strengthen the side up and such, but I think Manchester City will win this game. So obviously do comment down below what you think of this game. Do comment down your predicted lineup and prediction and all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like this video. Please do subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in my next video.